All right, so we've got Dota 2 running on Apple's M1 Max. It's got 32 gigs of RAM. And as you can see in the load screen, we're hitting 120 FPS. And I'm doing this test because a bunch of people asked me, how does it run on an external monitor, not on the internal display? So just to make sure, we've got the laptop right here, USB Type-C cable, and then there we go to this monitor. It's a 32-inch 4K 60 hertz monitor. So let's put it in a game and see what happens. All right, let's go. We got in clamshell mode, and something I feel like I should mention is that the vents are on the bottom. So the part where you would open the laptop right here is at the top, just in case that affects airflow. I'm not really sure, but I thought I'd let you guys know. So first, let's check the settings. If we go option, let's go to video. We are in use monitor's current resolution. Let's just do advanced. Let's do, oh yeah, 16:9, that's the screen. And then it won't let us select 4K. It looks like it's maxing out at, that's really close to 4K, but it's not quite right. So we'll hit apply. Ooh, okay, I saw it get quite a bit sharper. Wow, so okay, it's not 4K, but it's very sharp. And then let's just see, we're just gonna push it to best looking and then hit apply. And we'll see how this works. It looks like everything is basically turned up. So let's go. All right, I'm just gonna play against some bots so I don't ruin some people's match. So solo, default bots, okay. And throughout the game, what I'm going to be doing, let's just pick a guy. What I'll do is I'll check the fan speed. So if I toggle over here, if you look right up here in the top right, you can see the fan speed right there. They're at 2,500 RPM. And the temperature of the hottest CPU core is 54. And if we look it up, the GPU, I've noticed I've put it on the hottest CPU core because that's even though the GPU is probably what's being taxed, because they're on the same die, that CPU core gets hotter than the GPU cores. So that's why I have it set to that. So anyway, it's 52 degrees right now. So that's great. That's really cool. And it's dead silent. You can't hear. When it's at 2,500, you can't hear it. At least from this, I'm about, I don't know if you can see that, I'm about an arm's distance away and I cannot hear the fans. For me, they start to become audible at maybe 3,500 or 3,000 when it's closed and sitting over there. All right, so let's just go down here. We'll take bot lane. Okay, and as you can see, I mean, nothing is happening. So there's that, but we got 3 characters. Okay, but the frame rate, we're at 112, 114. And because this is a 60 hertz monitor, that's well over what it can display. So it looks totally great. It looks crystal sharp. I mean, the resolution looks fantastic and the image looks, yeah, it looks really good. What I'm curious about, because I know Dota is notorious for this, is okay, it runs great, but as soon as you start a team fight and then you've got 10 characters on the screen and everyone's casting abilities and everything's going crazy, that's when the FPS matters most and when it starts to drop because the most is going on. So as far as I'm concerned, at least with this monitor, as long as we don't see this drop below 60, I'm gonna be totally happy. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So yeah, so let's all fast forward a bit and we'll get into a team fight and then I'll let you guys know how it happens. And as you can see, now we've got 4 characters on screen and we're sitting around 100 FPS. So that's totally great. Totally great. 100. This is fantastic, you know? All right. And we've been playing for, it's coming up on 10 minutes, but it seems like the fans have settled in. So if we look at our fan speed and our temperatures, we can see fan speed are at 3,000 and I can hear them. They're not loud, but I can hear them. And then the temp is around 60 degrees, 58 degrees now. So it's staying very cool. I should mention, I have set a custom fan curve so that it ramps up a little faster because I don't like how hot Apple lets the chip get. So, but I bet you on their stock fan curve, the fans would be on like idle right now. I just don't like to let the CPU or GPU run that hot for a long time. All right, right now we're in not quite our first team fight, but there are like 6 people on screen and we're getting 90, low 90 FPS, which I think is totally great. I mean, like I said, if it doesn't drop below 60 on this monitor, I really need to turn that off. But yeah, I think this is a great experience. But I'll just play through the whole match so you guys can see what it looks like in later rounds. All right, there's another little team fight. And I didn't see it go below 90 in that one. So triple kill, and again, we've got everyone is on the screen basically. It definitely can get more complex than that, but it bodes well. All right, here's a full team fight. 86, I'm just watching the FPS. 86, the lowest I saw was 86. So, I mean, again, it could get worse than that, but that is awesome. Remember, we're playing in 4K with the highest settings. Let's just double check that. We are playing video. Well, it's not, again, not quite 4K, but as close to it as you can. And then the best looking settings. So everything maxed out. All right, let's get one more team fight in just to check, just to make, make sure. And because we're gonna win. And there's a team fight, again, 90. It didn't go below 90. So yeah, so that's it. If you want to, if you want to run Dota 2 on an external monitor with Apple's M1 Max, you're gonna have a good time. Okay, see ya.